Hello my lovelies, it is time for another vlog, so stay tuned. So we are currently on the Eurostar heading from Brussels on our way to Paris, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I've been to Paris a few times now, and it's been a while since Xander's been. I think he was like 9 years old the last time we were in Paris, something like that. And so he's excited to see it. And I don't know what all we're going to do while we're there. I know there are some things that, like Xander wants to go to the catacombs, which I'm going to have to arrange him to go on like a guided tour, because Snicker can't go. I think the only service animals that are allowed are guide dogs, and so he won't be allowed in there, which is fine, but I'm not sending him down there by himself. He's gonna have to go on a guided tour, and so I don't know what Snicker and I'll do during that time. I do know that at some point in time while we're in France, probably right away actually, I'm gonna need to get Snicker in to see a vet so that we can do. There's some paperwork that needs to be filled out for Bermuda to get permits for when we're doing the cruise later, and so we got to get that done. And what else? We were talking about going to see Moulin Rouge, but again, I don't know if that's something Snicker will be allowed to go to. When I looked at their thing on their site, they were talking about having to have this card or some other thing, but that's what they require for Europeans, and so I don't know what they would require in this case. So we might swing by there today if there's somebody like in the box office or something, so that we can ask them these questions. And if so, we might possibly do that tonight or tomorrow night. I don't know. I haven't like bought tickets or anything because I didn't know. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have any other plans. We're just gonna kind of play it by ear and see what we want to do in the moment, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Also, it's really pretty out here. Let me show you some. We are in the French countryside. We just entered France just a few minutes ago. We had a little bit of a hectic time this morning. My phone died and needed it shut down and everything, so my alarm didn't go off, so we didn't wake up on time, so we were rushed. And then because it did a full restart, you had to put in the SIM pin, and I've only had to use that SIM pin like once since getting the Vodafone SIM, and unfortunately I couldn't remember it, and you only got 3 attempts to enter that pin. So after the third failed attempt, I was like, oh crap. And then it told me I now had to enter the SIM PUK code, which is an even longer code, which again, I had no clue what it was, and I wasn't sure if I still had the thing that had that information on it. But I only had 10 attempts, and then the SIM would become unusable. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But fortunately, while we were packing, and I was packing like a crazy person this morning because, as I said, we overslept. But as I was packing, I did find where I had put the SIM card packaging, and so it did have that information on it. So thank goodness. And I was able to actually change the SIM pin by putting that code in, which is very handy because now it's the same pin that I was using to unlock the phone normally. Fortunately though, my phone is working now, and I do have cell service, and this SIM should be good all the way up until time for us to get on the cruise. So yay. We have made it to our hotel, and here is a little room tour. We got like the twin beds. There's a Xander puff. We got a desk over here. Xander doing a little dance. There's like a little bit of a closet area, safe. And we just have our bags here. We're only here for 3 nights. Over here we have a bathroom, snickerdoodle. There's a shower. I just put Snicker's bag in here. You gotta check out the shower. Outfit of the day. It's just super casual, which is every day, but this is what I wore on the train. And Snickers food and water is down here. And yeah, that's the whole room tour. Oh, let me show you our view. I don't think there's much of one. Let's see. Open this up. Okay. Let's look out the window here. We got just some buildings. There's a guy. Hello, guy. I don't know if y'all can see him. He's sitting there. We creeping. I don't know if y'all can see him. He's just sitting there on his computer. Hello, dude. So because it is our first night in Paris, tonight we are going to go to a French restaurant. It's called Chez Papa. And get some dinner. I'm currently starving, so I think we're gonna have an early dinner. And Chez Papa is close to this really cool looking cemetery, which we might check out. And what else? As I said earlier, we may need to go by Moulin Rouge, which is, it's a bit away. I don't know. I have to figure that out. But yeah, at least dinner and possibly the cemetery. And who knows what else. Okay, so I got some kind of cassoulet. It was like a Papa's surprise cassoulet. And Xander got this burger, but it's huge for one. And it came with, we don't even know what that is, but I think it looks like potatoes, but also salad. But, are you ready?
Yeah.
It looks yummy.
Yeah.
Ready to dig in? So for dessert, Xander got some ice cream. He got 2 scoops of vanilla, 1 scoop of salted caramel. And I ordered this gourmet coffee, and when you get it, you get 4 surprise mini desserts. So it looks like I have a little chocolate cake, some vanilla ice cream, a creme brulee, and some chocolate mousse. Yum! So it's probably noisy again. It seems a lot of places I'm going this vlog are noisy, or at least when I record it is. So we went this morning and took Snicker to the vet and took care of all the things that he needed, hopefully as far as the vet goes, for him to get on the cruise that takes us back to the US. And now we're getting ready to have a quick bite to eat, and then we need to rush over so Xander could get started with the catacombs, because his time for that is 3:45 and it is now 3:06. I hope you can hear me. I have no idea how the sound is, but we got a quick bite, just I think chicken tenders and fries and something to drink. So hopefully that won't take too long and we can get where we need to be on time. Oh, and Xander is going to take my camera into the catacombs with him so that he can film. And I'll maybe get some footage on my phone of what Snicker and I do. I'm thinking it's going to involve going to a park or something, and I'm reading and he's playing.
This is really cool.
Special project in place. You will need direct contact with real humans. Everyone who enters here has a duty of care and respect towards this heritage so that it can pass it on to future generations. Please remember that you must not touch the place. Do not carry your rucksack.
So dark in here. These are all bones. Jeez. It's a lot of bones. My God. And this is the Samaritan Woman's Fountain. It's just like a well, though. Not a whole lot of fountain going on. This is crazy, man.
Civil war.
Oh my God, bro. Get a load of this guy. Jesus. Huh. It's kind of cool. They're green. So I forgot to say, this is like the crypt, and they hosted a very illegal, like, I don't know, concert down here. A bunch of like ominous bands and whatnot, and they died. That's them. Yo, this is PS to Mom. And the last recording where I said the thing about the concert, yes, the concert thing is true. They did not die. That is not them. I was wrong.
And we are back to together again. Did you have an amazing time, Xander?
Yeah, it was really dark.
Really dark. Yeah, it looks like he got a lot of really good footage, so I'm excited to check it all out.
Yeah.
And as expected, he did run into problems with finding me afterwards. So he ended up finding a place, like I told him to, find a place with Wi-Fi and contact me. So he did that, and I came to him. But we were successfully reunited. And now we're at this place called Sushi Kayomi, and she just brought our dumplings. These are some chicken dumplings, and we ordered a variety of stuff. Xander tried the first bite of the sushi. What do you think? I love sushi. So we like the sushi so much we ordered more, but we have these kebabs now, and we've ordered more of them as well. So we were already eating dessert before I remembered to show. I've got pineapple, and Xander's got this vanilla surprise, which is just vanilla ice cream with like nuts all around it or something. Is it delicious? And then he's got some sake. I had some sake. Oh, yeah, I wasn't a fan. Okay, so it's about 8 o'clock and we are back in our room. And my evening is going to consist of doing some paperwork for Bermuda, booking our hotels in Florida because I haven't done that yet, and editing a video. And I think Xander is going to watch some YouTube and play video games and I don't know, maybe call his girlfriend. And yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. We haven't really planned that out, but we're thinking we might do, possibly, if they allow Snicker to go with me, doing one of those Sign River cruises. We'll see. But for tonight, I must work. So this morning we have some errand kind of stuff to do. I need to go to this like little internet cafe place where I can hopefully scan these documents in that I need to for Bermuda. And so later this evening I can email them to the person that needs them. And then I'm thinking we might head to the little park, like field area that's by the Eiffel Tower, and attempt to do something with my drone again. I don't know if it's gonna work. I hope it will. We kind of have to change our approach on what all we're gonna do for the rest of our trip because we kind of have run out of money. Yeah, gotta stop spending. I had to last night book the tickets for our hotels in Florida, and that pretty much did it. We're cut off for now. So we can still buy food, but not so much on the activities. So we're going to stick with free type things that we can do. So that park, try to fly the drone, maybe dog park, just have a nice peaceful outing, maybe grab do a picnic lunch or something. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe for today. And then tomorrow we got to get up and pack and get out of here. Let me see what time our thing is. I think it's in the afternoon, so we don't have to like pack tonight. We can pack in the morning when we get up. I did not get any editing done last night because I got tired by the time I was done with all of that stuff. So I was just like, editing makes me sleepy anyway, so there was just no way I was going to get anything done. But I figure we have a really long travel day tomorrow. Really long. Like 7 hours on one train, kind of long. So I'm going to just edit then. And yeah, I'm excited about our train ride tomorrow. It's just like one step closer to being home and being with Marty. And, or at least seeing Marty. We're not being home because he's coming to Florida to see us. Yeah. Our train leaves at 2:41 tomorrow. We'll probably be there by like 1:30ish. And I think we have to check out of here anyway by like noon. So that's not going to be an issue. Okay, let's go see what fun things we can get into that don't cost a lot. So that really cool cemetery that I wanted us to go to the first day, we're having to walk by it while on our way to the place to scan, and it's open, so I thought we'd go through it.
So desperate on my knees to break. And I hear the voice of an angel telling me not to lay down. And I feel the spirit guiding, telling me not to give up. Hold on to every promise I've been praying for.
So we got the paperwork all taken care of. I just have to email it to the place. But we stopped at another Japanese restaurant. This one's called Toyama, and this is what we're eating right now. It's so good. Oh my goodness. And then we got some sushi, nome nome. We found this really nice park that overlooks, I think that's the Justice Building and a statue. But now we are on to the Eiffel Tower. Hurrah! So we made it to the area by the Eiffel Tower, and it's definitely changed quite a bit since the last time we were here. So before there was like these big green fields and stuff, like a big green park for everybody to just hang out in, and like, if I remember correctly, there was like a water feature or something here as well, and then you could like see the statue, but in the middle of all of that green stuff we couldn't see the full statue because all of this. And so we had to walk around this to get to the side with the statue or the Eiffel Tower. And I'm like, what is all this? And like, there's just, it's not looking super pretty right now, but there is the Eiffel Tower. I mean, it's pretty magnificent. However, I think all this is because of the Olympics. So they're preparing to set up the 5 Olympic rings out here, and I'm guessing that this little stadium-like thing that's being built back here with all the seats is maybe where they're going to be doing award ceremonies, or I don't know what exactly, but that's all I can figure. I'm just like, what the heck? A lot of the green area is blocked off, or you can't get on it. There is some green area on the back side of these bleachers. I don't know about if there's any at all this way, but let's take a little look-see of what we can see anyway of the Eiffel Tower. I wonder if it's still gonna do the twinkling thing at night. For those of you that don't know, every hour on the hour after sunset, there are, I don't know, remember how many lights twinkle all over the entire thing and make it look like it's sparkling, and it's really cool. So now we're gonna try to find a place where we can actually chill other than gravel, because a lot of the grassy areas, as I said, have been fenced off. But there is some back there, but hopefully we can find some this way. Okay, so we are back here at the grassy area, and I can show you what the view looks like. So here's the view. As you can see, like the whole bottom tier is pretty much blocked off by these bleachers, but it's still a nice view. We're chilling. Snicker's having some water. I'm about to test out this drone. Wish me luck. Okay, so I failed yet again. I think everything is good, I think, with the drone. As far as I know, everything is. But I actually was supposed to have this app. And so I got the app, but then it says it needs me to connect to the Wi-Fi. But I can't connect to any Wi-Fi. There is like a free Paris Wi-Fi, but it's really weak and it's not staying connected. And then there's also an Eiffel Tower Wi-Fi, but it's also really weak and not even connecting at all. So, one thing I did want to see before we leave is the Eiffel Tower doing its whole light up thing. But that's going to be like at least 3 hours from now. So what we're thinking we're going to do is we're going to head back to our hotel for a little while, and Xander wants to play a little bit on his video games, and Snicker needs to have some dinner and stuff. So I think we're going to do that, and then we're going to try again. I'm going to go to the hotel and connect to the Wi-Fi there. Maybe I can get everything figured out there, and I can give it another shot when we come back. If this doesn't work, I'm just going to give up. So we saw this really cute place on our way to the Eiffel Tower, and we're like, we need to eat dinner here because it's freaking adorable. There's like hanging chairs and stuff, like swings, and all the flowers, and it just, oh, love it. Xander's chilling in the swing. Snicker's chilling down there. They actually gave him a plate of ham and a bowl of water. I do wish we could have gotten these really cute egg swings, but people were already on them. Are you enjoying the swing? I'm just in a bench. I wanted to look at his cute face. So I totally forgot to film our actual meal, but we both got this chocolate lava cake and this Madagascar vanilla ice cream, and I forget what the sauce is. I think caramel. It looks delicious. And then we're getting an Aperol Spritz. It looks so yummy. What do you think, Xander? Are you ready? No idea what this is, but it looks cool. We got the egg chairs. They're very comfy. I need one of these at home.
We had something like this and it broke. We didn't.
No.
It
It wasn't an egg thing. It was more like a hammock.
It's the same concept. Hanging from a thing with a thing behind it.
I need one of these. I need one of these to read in.
I need one of these to chill in.
You're chilling right now. That drink is nasty. Nasty. So he's happy to take all of it. So I'm having not the best day. Actually, a rather painful day. So this morning we got up and we got all our stuff packed, and then we went outside to wait for our Uber. Okay, and this is where things start going wrong. We're getting an Uber to the train station, and I ordered an Uber Pet because, you know, we have Snicker with us. And so the guy shows up, and I see the kind of vehicle. It's a Toyota Auroras or something like that. And I looked at it online. I was like, okay, this is going to be big enough for all our bags and everything, because we've gone in actually smaller cars than that, and it was a tight fit, but we made it work. And so I'm like, this is not going to be a problem. And so the guy pulls up, and as soon as he sees Snicker, he starts going, problem. And I'm like, I ordered an Uber Pet so that he could be in the car. He's like, oh, problem. And I'm like, and he's like, too big. I'm like, he can fit on the floor. I like sit on the floor at my feet. He doesn't take up any space there. And he didn't seem to believe me, which I was able to show him after a little while. But then it was like, impossible. Oh, and he pointed to all our bags. He's like, impossible, problem. And I'm like, they'll fit, I promise. And he didn't even pick them up and try. So I literally had to pick them all up and load them. And they fit. And even when I was putting like the next to the last one in, he's like, impossible, no problem, that it wouldn't close, and it closed. And then I put one small bag in the front passenger seat because nobody was going to be sitting there. And then of course I showed him Snicker sitting on the floor, not a problem. And so we get in, and he's all like, and so I'm like, okay, everything's in, everything's fine. And Snicker raised his head, and he's like, oh, problem. I'm like, he's okay. He's like, don't let his head go here. I'm like, okay. He wasn't. And Snicker just laid his head back down. But then he started freaking out about the bag being in this passenger seat, and I was like, do you want me to move it to the floor? We hadn't taken off at this point. I was like, I can move it. Do you want us to hold it in our lap? And he was just like, oh. And then started driving. I'm like, okay. And it started dinging because it thought there was a person in the seat. So I reached up and gave him the seatbelt so he could buckle it up, which he seemed irritated by. I'm like, I can't help it, dude. He's just like huffing and puffing the whole way. And then when we get there, and he drops us off, he first seemed like he was waiting around for a tip, which I originally, before being picked up, had every intention on giving this guy a tip. But after all that, I was like, no. And Then he gets in his car and proceeds to lint roll the entire inside of his car, front seat, back seat, everything. And it's like, Snicker was on the floor, just on the floor of the back seat, passenger floor, nowhere else. But I'm like, whatever. And then we go in and trying to find a place to get food and where exactly we need to go, and all that was fine. And then when it was time to go get on the train, we were kind of rushed a little because they don't put what platform and stuff until like shortly before. And so we're like, okay, we gotta go. And so we get down there, and my ticket's all in French. It got dark here. Anyway, so we get down there, and I'm like, my ticket's all in French, and I don't know which car. Like, I knew which platform to go to, but I didn't know which car of the train we needed to get on, or seat, or any of that, because I couldn't read what it said. And so I kept stopping and asking the people, and they're just like, when I was asking which car to get on, they're like, yes, to the left. I'm like, that's the whole train. They weren't helping me at all. And finally, we just went down until people were like, some workers were waiting at the door, and I was like, okay, I can't tell which car we're supposed to be in. And they're like, this is what upstairs. And I'm like, okay. And we, I start to get one of the bags in, and he's like, hurry, vámonos. And so I go to pull the bag in, not realizing that once you got on the train, there were 2 steps down inside the train, which this is the first train we've been on that's been like this. They're all just like, if anything, there were steps going from the platform up onto the train, but not down into the train. And this one, it was like you got straight on, but then it stepped down into the train. And I didn't realize that. And so I pull my bag into the train and step back and immediately fall and twist my ankle really bad. Like, there's a possibility that my ankle's broken, to be completely honest. I don't know. It hurts severely. And I've had a lot of sprained ankles. It could be that, but this is way more intense than most sprained ankles I've ever had. And I hit my knee, hit my elbow, hit my head. I have this gigantic goose egg on my head now. And I was literally just like sitting there crying. And Xander and the workers ended up having to like get the bags on, which I hope all our bags made it on. And there was a lady that was trying to help me, and she was like seeing if she could get some ice. And apparently they don't have any ice on this train. And they told us our seat was, apparently this is like a double-decker train, and our seat, first class seat, is upstairs. And I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna get upstairs. Like, I can't put any weight on my ankle without severe pain. And they're like, there's these upstairs. So I managed to, like, luckily there were railings on both sides to go up the stairs, and so I was able to pull myself up. But I was still crying. Literally, when I got to my seat and everything, I was still crying. And I think I only just stopped crying shortly. But I now have a Coke Zero that's cold that I can put on my ankle, and I have an orange juice to drink. We have a very long train ride today. We are on our way to Barcelona, which I'll probably have to see a doctor tomorrow because we'll just see how my ankle goes. But this is what it looks like outside. It's very pretty. But I'm going to end this vlog here because, like I said, we're on our way to Barcelona, and that'll be a new vlog. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye!